Hello. Now, before you get too crazy in the comments over this, I understand and I'm well aware that this leak happened back in September. I get it. But I'm posting this because we're rounding out the 2023 year, and there's the question of should I buy a console or should I wait? So I'm just reminding everybody of what the leak was back in September so you can make a decision now. Get it? See what I'm doing there? I'm reminding, I'm bringing to light news from September because I don't want you to think that I'm stupid and was like, hey, he just found out about this and he doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm a keyboard warrior. No, I'm well aware this shit leaked in September. I don't give a shit. I'm going to talk about it anyways. So with that being said, check out this sweet intro. Now, for those of you that are console players, which, let's be honest, if you got a console that could play the games, a lot of people don't care. You know, there's a certain class of people, mostly the Headband Club, which I know if you're stopping by, like a majority of you haven't subscribed. If you want to stay sexy and you want the world to know you're the best, you're going to have to subscribe. It's totally free. Doesn't cost you anything, but you may get shit for free, but you got to be subscribed. And I want to hear about your comments. I love discourse, so you can rag on me in the comments. I don't give a shit. You could also talk about how this was released in September. Regardless, let's get into the meat and potatoes of today, which is if you're waiting on buying a console for next gen and you've made it this far, in my opinion, just fucking wait, okay? Because we don't know what's going to happen. And there's a lot of talk about cloud gaming and consoles, and the console war has been going on since consoles existed, and I remember them at a very young age. But back in September, there was a leak from the FTC that put out for everyone to see the new Xbox Series X, or whatever they want to call it, which at the time is Project Brooklyn. So, you know, I have the Scorpio edition. It's obviously not called Scorpio, so we'll see if they keep it as a Series X refresh or not. But if you're into consoles, you might as well wait. The console's supposed to come out in November. See, it's supposed to come out in November, and they said this in September. Is why I'm doing this now. The controller will come out in June. You can find this all over the internet. This is just a video to help remind you that you should probably wait on buying a console, because if you've been playing games and having fun this far, no point in spending your money till the next one comes out. But just to show you what we're talking about, a little refresher, some may say, let's get into this part. So back in September 19th of 2023, Synth Potato released this on Twitter/X. And it just basically is talking about everything that was leaked and new Doom games, Starfield expansions. Then they posted, images of all the leaked documents, and then you had the picture of the new Series X. You could read all this stuff. Basically, no disc, more storage, faster Wi-Fi, cylinder, because everything needs to be round now, because we were in the square days. Now everything's going to be round. Watch. 2024, you're the circle. The new controller, two-tone controller. It was only a matter of time before they upped their controller. I think it was actually a little bit before September where they put out a poll of like this. Well, this was when PlayStation 5's controller hit, and they were over at Xbox talking about like, what do you want to see in the next controller? And so it looks like they were obviously planning this. which is a little weird because you have the Turtle Beach Stealth Ultra that came out with the display, and so knowing that they're coming out with a new controller, this is releasing in June, I believe, and this has no screen. Now we're seeing like what is the point of the screen? There was some talks about possibly Microsoft having a screen on a controller, but it doesn't look like it if this is the controller they're trying to produce in June of 2024. So take that with a grain of salt. But if you read this, it's kind of exciting. It would be cool to see how this feels in your hands. I'm not a controller person. I'm a keyboard mouse type of person. But on console, you have no choice. Well, you could use keyboard and mouse, but let's be real, no one does that. But this could be a comfortable controller for you if you like it. And then obviously here's the timeline of everything that was leaked. So again, you can come and see this. I'll post on here. This is done by Synth Potato, so I'm going to post his link to the tweet in there. And I want to remind you, okay? Now, this is, I don't know, the third or fourth time I said this. I'm aware that this was done in September, but we're at the end of the year where people start wanting to know about consoles, and so I'm reminding you that there's a console that was leaked that's coming out in November of 2024, and if you're having fun on your current gen shit, there's no reason to fucking upgrade. That's what I'm saying. So I hope you enjoyed this video. You need to learn to subscribe and follow and stay sexy, because that's the only way you can stay sexy on the internet, is being part of the Headband Club. I appreciate you. I know you appreciate me. And this is your lovely, gorgeous host, Chet Maddox, saying, until next time, stay classy. Adios, muchachas and muchachos.